What it do, baby? We are live with another reaction in this mother. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Hey, but if you're new, hit that like. If you haven't done so, hit that subscribe button. We did hit the goal of 50 subscribers. I'm just waiting for YouTube to send that notification to say that I can go live from my cell phone. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? But man, I got this video that I just came across. I didn't listen to it or anything. I take that back. I listened to like the first 30 seconds of it and I decided, like, you know what, instead of just listening to this solo by myself, why not listen to it with my audience, man? And I think that's what we're about to do right now. I'm about to check this video out about what this dude is saying. I'm saying, you feel me? I'm just trying to fix these trying to fix these destinations real quick. And yeah, the dude says in the title, I'm a 35-year-old broke loser. 1 million by 2027 or it's over. Now that's some pretty hard that's a hard goal to reach, man. What's up, 33rd State? You got 33rd State in the building saying, yo. Yeah, I mean, but geez. Let's see what he have to say. Matter of fact, wait 1 second. Let me get some water real quick. Oh. Get some water. Get some water. Oh, yeah. No way. We got the other destination popping. Cool. Cool. So what I'm about to do with this, let me share this to the other platform real quick. All right, bet. Bam. So check it out. Let's go.
I am over 35 years old, and by every standard of the word that society uses to define what a man is, I have failed. I failed at becoming successful. I failed at this YouTube channel. I have failed at building wealth. I failed at even building respectable adult income. I've failed at relationships. I failed at finding a partner. I failed at being able to afford a house, have a kid.
Now, with this dude saying all the stuff that he failed at, one thing I noticed, he said he failed at making decent income, but this dude has 505,000 subscribers on YouTube. So what type, like, that kind of baffled me, like people that had like crazy numbers like that, and they're saying that they failing, like that's kind of crazy. Like, how is that even possible?
Maybe most importantly, I failed at being a mentally healthy adult male. Okay, we got this. I'm sitting here with 505,000 subscribers, and the reality is I am very nearly broke.
That's wow. 33 said, I see people these days with 1 million that don't even get 5,000 views. You know how crazy that sounds? Like, that's crazy. You got all them subscribers and you can't even get 5,000 views. Like that's what oh shit. That's what I'm saying. Somebody what the fuck? Somebody was talking to me about and I was telling them about numbers. Like, oh yeah, it was a dude that I was talking to yesterday, and he was asking me about like, oh, so how do YouTube and how did that work? So you have to reach a certain amount of subscribers to get money. And I was like, no, you can make money like with whatever minimal requirement. I think I told him the numbers like 1,000 subscribers or something. But just because you don't have you don't have to have 3 million subs just to make money. Like you can have 1,000 subscribers, but if every video that you have do 1 million views plus type stuff, yeah, you be making bank. So that type of stuff, it really don't matter. But the thing is that you have to get in that algorithm to where all your videos are basically going viral. Every video that you putting out there is definitely hitting on something, you know. So 33rd said, I'm not joking. Oh, it's not a joke. I'm serious. I believe you though. Like I already know that just because you have a certain amount of numbers don't necessarily mean that you'll be successful. But I just find it kind of crazy, because a lot of people goal for YouTube is like, man, once I get 1,000 subscribers, I mean 100,000 subscribers, everything to be good. I get that plaque and I'm about to start making money, but it really don't work like that. It really depends on how the algorithm treats you and stuff. So, for each it's different for everybody. You feel me? So and my bad, somebody sending me a damn message and it threw me off the video. Hold up. But yeah, man, this whole YouTube stuff, it's crazy. It's not for the weak heart, for sure. Like, I'm kind of used to doing a lot of things to where I'm not getting an instant gratification. But sometimes you get a lot of people that if they don't see 1,000, 100,000 views and all that stuff or whatever, like they'll just start going crazy or whatever. Like it says 0 people are watching on YouTube, but I'm not gonna let that deter me from continuing to make videos or do whatever I have to do, because at the end of the day, eventually I know the more persistent and the more consistent that you are about things, it's going to eventually land in your favor. So or he's making all kinds of money and he got some other issues going on, and that's why that he's broke. The guy that you're listening to, uh there's never a reward if there isn't a hustle. And that's real talk, man. Like a lot of people want a lot of the cream of the crop rewards with putting in bare minimum effort. And the crazy part of the thing about life, name one thing that you had that came so easy that it just changed your life. Like 9 times out of 10, a lot of the stuff that you went through, it had to be like through like some crazy old grind. And to be honest with you, the more that you grind, the more that you'll appreciate what you have. Yeah, not a damn thing. And that's real talk, bro. Like at the end of the day, there's a price for every reward, man. And sometimes people are not committed. And honestly, that's why people aren't if it was so easy, we'd have way more celebrities. Even though nowadays it's easier to become a celebrity, you can become a celebrity over some stupid stuff. But yeah, you got to put it like it's a reason why there's only one Kobe Bryant, because he was putting in crazy hours of work throughout the night, morning, just all type of crazy. Like he probably did his 10,000 hours worth of work over 15 times. And that's if you do 8 hours a day for 365 days, I think that's like 2,000 hours or something like that. To where, yeah, it's going to take you a couple of years just to get your 10,000 hours. So with that being said, he's the type of person that did his 10,000 hours times 3. And that's what it takes to be great. But you think people got that in them to be great? Nah. So that's why it's only a selective few.
When I make a little bit of money, I end up nearly broke. I deal with depression every single day to differing amounts, but every single day. And I basically got to start over from. This isn't out of nowhere, by the way. This is influenced by the new year, 2026. And I just looked up and looked at myself and said, man, what the are you doing with your life? What are you doing, man? 2026, what are you doing? How are you in any way better than you were a year ago, 2 years ago, 5 years ago, 6 years ago? How are you broke 6 years ago? And then you find yourself broke again 6 years from when you were broke. How does that happen? And I've always said this. I've always said this to myself when thinking about people. And I would say it to people from time to time if they ever wanted to have that conversation with me. But for example,
like where the hell did this dude live? On Mars? Like, nigga, like what type of money are you spending, bro? Like, what type of spending habits do you have? 33rd said, definitely not the new gen. Haha. Man, the dude said he like 35, so it's just like that's crazy. Tell you how I'm not to go broke. Wait, tell you how I'm not to go broke. Have your moms on the books. Fool, you crazy? Like shit. Sometimes some people moms like be the main reason why they broke. They be listening to that ass backwards stuff to where it's like, yeah, no wonder why you broke because you listening to somebody else that's broke. Now, if you got parents that really know what they talking about and they really business first, and you know, it'd be better to listen to them. But still, you know how many parents I heard, that dude Keenan from Keenan and Kel, whoever's the fat one, and I think that's what Keenan, his mom messed up his money, a lot of his money, to where he'd have to still work today. Like all that good burger money and all that stuff, she was in charge of his finances to where she was splurging on dumb shit. So what the hell? Haha, I just said that because you need to watch the new Steve Will Do It video. He's so negative on credit cards, like 9 million. He's borrowing money from people. Hey, but honestly, truth be told, like with rich people and stuff like that, instead of using your own money, yeah, they'll use credit cards. All you have to do is just file for bankruptcy, and you'll have a grip of assets that's low key not even in your name, to where you can end up keeping it. So, like not everybody is financially literate like that, but still, a lot. Just at the end of the day, a lot of these people that be saying that they broke, they aren't broke, and the same reason why he's saying like, oh, like, hey, let me borrow some money and stuff. Just imagine a billionaire saying that they're broke and they need to borrow money, and then they drop a video saying, "Will I make my next dollar?" You know how many people are going to tune into that? Because a lot of people like drama, a lot of people like gossip. So, people will talk about that like, "Oh my god, that dude, he's so dumb. I don't know how he went through all his money and stuff." So, not saying that that's for everybody, but a lot of times people be playing a game to where, they get online and they be saying stuff that's like far from the truth, or it's like half truths.
grew up, and a lot of the people that I hung out with, either in high school, after high school, whatever, they were overweight. And they've been overweight since high school. And when they would talk to me about, I'm overweight, I want to lose weight, I would say to them, you've been overweight since high school. That was more than 10 years ago. That's a choice. You can lose 100 pounds in a year if you really wanted to. Being overweight for 10 plus years is a choice. And I would think to myself, like, how do some people stay a certain way for 10 years? And then I think, that's me. That's literally me with money. How do you remain a person who always finds himself?
No, you good, bro. You good.
For more than 10 years. How do you do that? How do you survive? As I was saying, this is not a random video. The new year brings on these kinds of thoughts, and this new year really hit me hard. The lows that I normally exist in, they got a lot lower going into this new year for some reason. I'm not sure why. Maybe it's just time, but really low moments. If I'm not just sitting there letting the waves wash over me, I make plans to do better. I make plans to come out of it, right?
Yeah, shout out to Alan Sinclair. This is what we're listening to. But if y'all hear the video, with no problem, let me know in the comments and everything. But man, this is wild. This video is 3 days old, and it only got 15,000 views. So with you having 505,000 subscribers, it's like, damn. Don't tell me like 90% of your subscribers passed away or something. Okay, sounds good. All right, for sure. Good looking, bro. But damn, bro, 15,000 views. Shit, I know people that got like 2,000 subscribers and they'll get that in one day. So I wonder what's going on with his channel.
So I don't want to stay there. I made plans for the YouTube channel, for the Twitch account, for how I'm going to make money. This whole content calendar on my computer, and the first video was supposed to go out January 2nd. I'm filming this on January 10th. I literally have been so
bro, like a super procrastinator or something?
in my head about just life in general that it took me 8 days to get in front of a camera and shoot this video and eventually edit it and post it. It took 8 days. So I started off the year doing the things that got me to the point where I feel like there's no point. And that's something that plays in my head all the time. I hate it. It's a voice that plays in my head. It's, what's the point? What's the point? What's the point? What's the point?
33 said, I'm guessing he paid for a lot of those subs. Hey, that's the only thing that's low-key kind of making sense, man. Once I get my 100,000 subs and everything, this a green screen, right? But you gonna see that plaque. You gonna see that plaque hanging on the goddamn green screen, bro. And I don't see no plaques or nothing in his house, so it's like, yeah, you probably did it the shiesty way.
What's the point? Post another video. What's the point? At 500,000 followers, you're gonna get 300 views on this video. What's the point? Twitch account. What's the point? Right? It's doing okay. It's doing okay for a smaller account, but what's the point? What's the point? I hate it. Because that's one of the worst things you can say to yourself, and I know it, but I can't not hear it. It drives me crazy. It drives me crazy. I think a lot about how I got here. I think about it a lot. I used to write about it. I'll see if I can go in my old journals and maybe it'll paint the picture for how long I've been dealing with this kind of thing, but that's only going to make me feel worse because I guarantee you I'm going to look at some of my old New Year's resolutions and it's going to say, make a lot of money, become a millionaire. Still haven't done it. But I think a lot about how I've gotten here. I went from being this kid who was full of life, man, just smiles and just happy, bro. I was just happy.
Damn, dude, about to cry. I was just about to say, like, man, it sounds depressing as heck, bro. Like, man, man, God help this dude, man. It's like, what the hell do you do when that'll put you in a situation where it's like, man, I got this far. Why quit now? But then at the same time, it's like you got to question, like, what is it? What is it worth? He just said it himself. He got all these subscribers, and he write down like, oh yeah, all right, I'm gonna work on the video. But what's the point? I'm only get 300 views, and that's like defeating as hell. So it's like, man, I feel for bro. I feel for dude, man. That's crazy.
Yeah, I was just happy, man. I was smiling, I was playing, I was having fun. It wasn't all sunshines and rainbows, of course not, but I was just happy. I enjoyed life. There was pleasure to be had. And I had hope, optimistic. I went from that to this person who can't even edit videos sometimes because I don't want to look at myself on the timeline. It's painful to look at myself because I have so much shame about how much of a failure I am.
Small business owners accidentally hiring an energy vampire.
Man, this dude's going through it. Lord. And that's what I'm saying. Like, that's pretty sad, bro. Like, shit. I mean, shucks. I'll be pissed off. I have a buddy with 15,000 subs, and he gets like 3 views. He used 3 view. He used a bit farm site. So you saying he got 15,000 subs and only and only get rewinded, and he only get 3 views, and he using like a bit farming site. Do you think YouTube has done something to his channel to where like they low-key kind of nerfed this stuff? 3 views, he paid like $6 for bots to subscribe to them. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, you know, like with that amount of there's one thing that I'm picking up on the algorithm. That's why I'm kind of moving the way that I'm moving and stuff. But there's a couple of things that I picked up. And to be honest with you, yes, I don't have the continuum of 100, 200, 300, 1,000 people that's in the stream, but I just started. So we're midway through January. I met one little small goal of getting 50 subscribers to where I can go live mobile. I'm just waiting for that to happen. And then I'm going to set my stuff up after that. I'm going to look into some more things, but this channel is going to be monetized soon. And for someone to have 15,000 subscribers and only getting like a couple views and stuff like that, it sounds like his channel got nerfed. And the way that your channel get nerfed is if YouTube suspect you of doing like some funny ass stuff. So, you know what I'm saying? I think I need to get BBL Latrice in here. I think I need to do that. I'm gonna have to text her or something or call her.
Yeah, man, I used to be happy. I used to be such a happy person.
So maybe like, is this dude depressed to where he's not performing properly? Because I'm telling you, like, life can really get to you like that to where, you know, you just don't feel like doing anything. And I've experienced that before to where, you know, certain situations kind of have me down and stuff, you know, getting shot and then have to recover and all that stuff. Like, you know, that can make you feel depressed about different things. Going to jail. that can like sidetrack you from what you have going on. So I understand where he's coming from, to where you can have a lot of opportunity out there, but just because life start lifing, it can make things kind of hard for you, you know. So I'm telling you, bro, like it's crazy. I think he's depressed.
It's just be happy. And I think a lot about how I went from that happy version of myself to this version of me that would be fully content with just being into the abyss and just never seeing anybody again, just going away, and just becoming a shadow. I was watching this documentary about Japan and people, or maybe it's the act of the thing, I don't remember, but it's something called
I wonder if you're talking about like the situation where they end up, you know, doing something very harmful to themselves.
Hatsu. And essentially, it's a segment of the society that are so stressed and they're just so overwhelmed and feel fit to handle the things that life has dealt them, and they evaporate. I think it's called evaporated people. They evaporate away from society into the shadows, into these communities, and just never see anybody again. It doesn't sound so bad, man.
That's pretty sad for someone to feel like that, and they're barely at the age of 35, man.
Now that I'm here, but I'm like, how did I get here? I'm very practical. I like solutions. I like to know why something happened, and if I can reverse engineer or use the information to improve a situation. I'm very practical. I think about, how did this happen? How did this happen? How does this happen? How did I get here? And so it's too much for me to talk about in one video, but I know at some point I began myself. I actually made a video about this a long time ago, and it was a joke at the time, but I started to hate myself. Genuinely hate myself. I used to question how people with certain things could hate themselves, but I get it. There's a philosophical thought experiment called
What can a guy not get a job? I mean, look at me and look at me and you. We make money outside of social media. I don't even have enough followers to make money on social media. I was just trying to make a point. Uh Honestly, like basically that sound like kind of sound like that's what he should do. Like focus on a job, like because if you have that many subscribers and you still not making a killing, I'm telling you, it's people that have less than 50,000 subscribers. I got 30,000. I'm making a decent amount of money. So it's like, you telling me you ain't making that with 500? Oh my God. Oh my God. We got a BBL in the building. The beautiful BBL queen. I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it. Hey, 33rd, watch your mouth. I'm just joking, but nah. Hey, what's up, Latrice? What's happening?
the ship of Theseus. Theseus was whoever the hell he was. He had a ship, and the ship was molding. The planks were molding, or they were decaying in some way. So he replaced the planks, a plank at a time. And the thought experiment became, well, if the planks were replaced and the entire original boat's planks were replaced with new planks.
And the homie said, what? It's just, you know, even if you're making a little money on social media, is that going to stop you from producing music on the side? No. And then it gets to the point to be like, well, what if you want to do social media, stuff full time? I'm just more baffled at the fact that this dude have 505,000 subscribers. With that 5,000 subscribers, he can make a lot happen. Is there so many questions, bro? And then the Queen Latrice said, "Hello, everyone." Like that's how she sounds. She sounds like a robot when she be talking. She be like, "Hello, what? I don't know. Maybe. Okay." You know what I'm saying? But hey, this shit is crazy, man.
Is it still the same boat? Is it still the ship of Theseus, or is it something entirely new? And that's really how I felt about myself for a very long time, because it didn't start with me just hating myself. It went from the happy kid to happy teenager to happy young adult to a little less happy as time went on. But one day I was like, oh, I don't like that. I hate that. I hate.
Man, that ain't no lie. You do be sounding like that. You be all dry and stuff. Like, "Hello, how are you doing? I'm fine." That LOL, like, like, yeah, man, you be sounding funny. What'd you say, bro? But still, you gotta have a job until you make your sustain for itself. Yeah. And in my opinion, even if I did, I would work until I was in position where I know I'll be good. Yeah, your channel sustained itself. Sorry, talk text. Oh, talk to text. Yeah, yeah, it's cool though. You got jokes tonight. Like that's how you be saying.
I'm saying I hate that. I never really addressed it in one part, just one thing. More time goes on. Oh, I don't hate that. I don't like this either. I hate this part. Why am I like this? I hate this. Other people don't like this. Other people don't have to deal with this. Two parts, right? It's just two parts, not a big deal. More time goes on. What's this thing? Why do my teeth feel like that? Other people don't have to deal with that with their teeth. Bad teeth genetics. Why do I have to go through this? Other people don't have to go.
Now he's talking about his teeth. I ain't gonna lie, it sounds like mental health is something that we should take into consideration, and it's very important that we vent. We do different things to unload uh all the trauma and drama that we deal with on a daily basis, to where you don't end up in a situation where you're over questioning everything. Now he's talking about his teeth. Like sound like like how people be having body dysmorphia and everything, because it don't seem like anything wrong with his teeth, but he's over analyzing that. And that can happen when you're depressed. Your confidence start eroding to where you're just questioning any and everything. And I'm assuming that this dude don't have a lot of people to talk to, because at least they'll be able to pour into him to let him know that he's not so bad off the way that he's making it seem like. Look at Elon, richest man in the world, doesn't have to do shit but works every day. Yeah, that's very true. That's very true. And and that's what I was saying, like with rich people, like with Elon, he don't have that money in his pocket like that. It's wrapped up in companies and a lot of stuff or whatever, to where he can leverage that against his company and get money for him. But I get what you're saying. Like he's worth all that money, but he's still working. So, you know, the grind and hustle can't stop even if you're well off, because when it does, that's when you get in trouble. Hey, you speaking real facts, bro.
Other people don't have to deal with this. I hate this about me. And there's just three things, not a big deal. And as time goes on, you just hate. As time goes on, I just hate more and more parts of myself. And it's just like the ship of Theseus. How many parts of yourself can you hate before you have to say you hate the whole thing? watching. If your recent car accident was not your...
Man, I'm interested in this dude's story and everything, but damn, it's so depressing. It's like, man, I want to cut this shit off, man. It's like, I don't like to hear. I like to hear people talk about different things. It helps me figure certain things out in life. But man, oh man, like listening to somebody that's always complaining and shit like that, that's so, I don't know if the word is off-putting, but it's irritating as hell to where you try to help people with certain things and then they still want to do it the way that they do it and it's not successful. So it's like, man, I like to be someone that try to uplift people and shit like that. But then at the same time, when it comes to uplifting, they have to want to uplift themselves because you'll end up spending more time trying to uplift them more than what they believe in themselves. So it's just like, shit is crazy. But this dude's situation is like, man, 35 years old and you feel like a loser. Question, do y'all think that he's a loser?
I do love certain parts about myself. I have really nice legs. I squat a lot of weight. But most days I hate the majority of who and what I am and where I've brought myself to be. And a lot of times those things are not physical. They're not physical. Some of them are physical, but not physical really. I hate the parts of myself that have brought me here. I really started to look at my life and I was like, man.
The homie said, why I'm getting all these texts all of a sudden? No, I'm looking to see he's a loser, but he is definitely lazy. Ouchie! I chihuahua. Ow. And unmotivated. Yeah. Now the lazy part about it, I guess you do have a point to that. I don't know what would fix that. Well, shit, get out there and do something. But the unmotivated part, I think, or do you think like depression has something to do with that? To where he's unmotivated because you're depressed, and then it comes across as he's being lazy.
I'm getting older and things aren't getting better. I would look back at the week and I would say, how many of those days were good days? I have one good day.
And one thing I just now thought about it, the title, I'm 35, broke loser, but I'm gonna be a millionaire by 2027. So do this guy set unreasonable expectations? Like, is it actually possible to be a millionaire that fast? It is, but like my question is, what is your plan?
And I would look back at the last 2 weeks and I would say, how many of those days were good days?
I know this sounds harsh, but people that are struggling have opportunities to make ends meet. And a lot of people are lazy and they just don't want to have to do anything. They think the world owes them. Hey, I don't think you lying about that at all, man. And that's a mindset that people need to get over. Yeah, that's true, man. You ain't lying. You ain't lying at all, bro.
1 to 2 good days. And I said, if I keep this up, I'm only going to have like 3 or 4 good days out of the whole 30. And then I would look up and I would say, out of the last month or 2, how many of those were good weeks? None of them really. You only have 1 good day out of a whole week. That's not a good week, is it? So then I would look up and say, man, out of this last year, how many of those months were good months? Not really any of them, right? The majority of my days in a month are bad days. That makes it a bad month, right? So, well, if I have the majority of my months are bad, what does that mean about my years? And you look at the year and you say, how many good months did you have? Maybe 1, if you were to calculate all the days together. But if you take a 10-year period and you say how many of those years were good years, you say none of them were good years. How can you tell yourself you have a good life? I don't think you can. I can't. I don't. And that's a formula for a very unhappy life. It's a very clear downtrend, and it's not.
Now, is he being honest? Hey, do what 3030 said. He said, smash that like when you join the stream, guys and gals. I wonder if Miss BBL hit that like. She probably not even here because she left like, I'm out of here. This is boring. Bye. But no, man, like that shit is crazy. Like, do it sound like this dude is like a woe is me type of person? Because that's another thing that can get irritating as hell. Oh shit, she said, I'm here. Hey, Latrice, like, what do you think about this, man? I would send you the link and stuff so you could pop up and show out. But I think like your booty too big for the screen, man. I think the booty too big for the screen. I invited some people. We'll see if they join. So crashed out on the stream in the chair. Wait, what? You saying what, sewing? Man, we gonna be talking about this stuff, and then someone just gonna go into some whole other rant about something we're not even talking about. You know, I was in my car and I was just driving along. Like, what the hell, son? We talking about depression. And I did like the video. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you, Big Woody Lady. Thank you. But yeah, I do need to get you up here, man. Hey, you how's your hair? How's your hair right now? You got on braids or something? Then what are you wearing too? You got on some leggings? Oh shit.
Something that I would imagine anybody wants to deal with. Side note.
Yeah, see, yeah, she need that 17 Pro Max Ultra wide camera. Wait, yes, I do. That dual camera action, you know what I'm saying? For each one of them things. Yes, I do. Oh, for sure. You ain't trying to show the chat though. You ain't trying to do that though. I know you ain't trying to do that though.
Say money doesn't buy happiness, but I have come to realize how wrong I was. I think for some people, money will not buy happiness, sure, but
this dude is just like a chronic. He got mad depression. And what is it when like somebody's like very depressed? Like you got levels of depression. You got like people that's depressed a little bit, but then you got I don't think they call it manic depression, huh? But bro, he's going through it for sure. What? Nah, that's just for you. What the? I'm using my soundboard, even though it's not connected. Hell yeah. You got 33rd looking. And that's crazy. Oh, so you're not gonna join the stream, man? You ain't gonna give your input about this? All right, it's cool. I see you.
In my situation, 99% of the stuff that I'm going through is directly caused by money or lack of having enough money. 99% of those things. Which leads me back to more shame, because why don't I have the money that I need to have to live the life that I want to have?
Hey, question, like what you smoking or something right now?
That's because of me. That's because of what I've done or what I failed to do. It's not to say I've ever made money. I've done okay with dating coaching. I've made a little bit of money here and there. Cryptocurrency made like 70K profit, but back to what I said, I was looking for the knockout punch. I didn't cash that out. I didn't
Cryptocurrency made 70K. The fuck you end up doing with that? You just lost it all?
I didn't make good decisions. It's like I have this magnet that always pulls me back to being where I am right now, and I hate being here, but I always end up back here. And I don't want to. And to the depression. I'm not saying that I don't want to live. I'm not saying that.
Oh, I'm watching a movie with my brother-in-law. Man, watch out, man. Watch out. Watch out, man. Man, watch out. Probably bought Zans with it because it was anxiety issues. Man, it's something not adding up for me, man.
So I've thought about it. I don't think any man in 2026 who's an adult male has thought about it. I'm just saying, who wants to live a life that's not looking like it's going to get better? If something happened to me and I were able to look back and say, oh, that it ended, you're done, I probably wouldn't be too upset. I probably would say, you know, GG's, I wasn't having fun anyway. It wasn't good. It wasn't good. I wasn't enjoying it. GG's. I think that's why I sleep so much, honestly. It's just escape from this constant weight. My dad passed like 5-6 years ago. And before he passed on, I lost another father figure from my childhood. He's the father of my half-sister. And I was the last person to see him. Right? We had a conversation the night before he passed. He was going through hell. He's going through hell. He's going through operations and doctor visits and losing weight. And he's going through hell. But somehow he still took the time to talk to me as if everything was fine with him. And he was trying to help me with my problems. I remember he kept telling me, read your Bible, read your Bible. I'm not really a Bible person. But he kept saying, read your Bible, read your Bible. And I remember him and my dad, they both said the same thing in the same exact way, which was, I'm tired. I'm tired. They both said it the same exact way. They weren't sleepy. They weren't talking about being sleepy. They were just tired of fighting, man. Tired of fighting. I get it. I'm tired. I'm tired, man. Every day is a fight. Every day is exhausting. Every day there's something new. You just get tired of bearing weight every day. I don't know where it came from, but I grew up with this knockout punch mentality. Mike Tyson mentality, knockout punch.
I'm not gonna lie. It's crazy of him to say that he grew up with his father and stuff like that, but that knockout punch mentality, I really associate that with like a woman's mindset because I've seen it so many times. A woman would get so far behind and I can do a lot of stuff by myself. It's gonna take one thing. Like, no, life do not work like that. You're not gonna be down 40 points in a basketball game and there's no shot that's worth 40 points. You gotta literally dig yourself out of there. You're not gonna hit no grand slam that gets you 15 points when you're down by 13. Each home run is only counted for one. So that mentality of like, I'm about to knock it out the park, grand slam, life don't happen like that.
I go for the big knockout, win the game. I would play video games, NBA 2K with people, and I would be better than the people, but I would literally let them win the first 3 quarters, and then I would turn it on in the 4th quarter just because it gave me more of a thrill. It was more exciting for me to play that way versus playing the whole game. It's 20 points this quarter, 15 points this quarter. It was more fun for me to just let them get up, give them hope, and rip it from them and win in the last quarter. That was more exciting for me. When I would have jobs that were maybe 5 or 10 minutes away from where I live, I would wait up until like 5 or 7 minutes so that I would have to rush to work. I don't know why I'm like that, but
yeah, that's like, what are you doing, bro?
I've always had that mechanism, and I'm not sure where it comes from or why I do that. But it's like the knockout punch mentality, and I hate it because it has hurt me more than it has helped me. I think the knockout punch mentality has its places, but the problem with where I am and having had that knockout punch mentality is if you're in a fight, 12-round fight, if you're losing the fight and you get to the 11th round, you don't have time to jab your way to a victory anymore. You can't strategy your way to a victory. You can't inch your way to a victory. You only have one round. You've lost the remaining 10 of them, 11 of them. You have to go for a knockout punch. You got to take big swings. You got to throw haymakers. You got to throw uppercuts and those.
Yeah, that's a bad mentality to have. Hey, 33rd, if you still around, man. Hey, you man, where's that dude that you said you wanted him to get on stream, man? Did you say he was homeless or something?
The punches that leave you most vulnerable should you miss. Those are the punches that tire you out the most. But now you have to. I feel like that's where I am. I feel like I don't have the time or the luxury to jab my way out of the situation that I'm in. But I'm fully aware that I put myself here by not jabbing in the first place. So it's the same thing with cryptocurrency. I went from never knowing what cryptocurrency was to a person who had, I think, $120,000, $110,000 of profit in my first 6 to 7 months of doing cryptocurrency. It was a bull run, but again, I was a rookie who did 6 figures. But in my mind, 100,000 wasn't a million. In my mind, 100,000 ain't gonna get me a house.
Yeah, this dude, that home run mentality get your ass in trouble big time. If you want some guests, I can do that from some of the guys around here. I could get some characters for you. And we might have to experiment around with that, man. We might have to do that, brother. That's crazy. But this dude's situation, man, it is wild. Like, it sucks. I wonder how many other people think the same way like that. All that home run mentality stuff, like, that ain't gonna get you nowhere. Like, you might get lucky, but what's the odds of you getting lucky? And he said, "What now? The time it took him to tell the story, he could have made $1,000 on the street." Eh?
100,000 ain't gonna get me this. Houses around where I live, at the time, like 1.2 million, probably like 1.8 now. But in my mind, that wasn't the job was not finished. 100,000 wasn't. That's not it. It's not what I'm going for. So I pissed it away. I lost it. I round tripped it. I didn't take it out. I reinvested it stupidly because it wasn't that knockout punch. I feel like more times than not, I see this vision of myself at the bottom of a canyon with so much.
Imagine being able to build anything just by thinking.
And that's what happens once you become so far behind and you're trying to do this, you become desperate. You're swinging for the fences and you're missing, and every miss is very bad because you're taking more steps back than actually going forward. Can you drink a couple Four Locos or something, bro? You lost your damn mind, homie. I got some cut waters in there. I got some cut waters. I got some cut waters in there. And I ain't drinking no damn cut water. Instead, like that Mai Tai shit. I don't drink that shit, man. Do you?
In the country for car crash victim. Debris, so many rocks, and so much stuff on top of me. on top of me that I literally can't get out of it. Sometimes I try to move a little bit, but as soon as I do, the rocks and stuff just shift and it pins me down harder and it punishes me for moving. And I'm like, well, why am I moving? If moving is hurting. That's how I feel. That's how I feel. Every time I move, the weight shifts and just pins me down harder, no matter how. It seems like every little thing always has to be a big fight. It's so many steps. It's so complicated where I know other people don't have to go through that. A lot of people can just exist and go about their day and do things A to B. For me, it's like A, whatever you would put between A and B. You know what I mean? It's like a bunch of little steps between A and B. It's not just A to B. It's like I have to go A to Z to do something that should be A to B every time. And it's exhausting. And I just know everybody else's life is not like that. And mine, I don't know why mine has to be. I really don't have any hope for dating, and I'm not in a place where I feel like I am even a good.
I'm not gonna lie. Oh, man, do you think this dude said he's not into dating right now? Do you think should a woman try to come along and uplift him and help him get focused, or he don't qualify to date somebody right now? Because it seemed like, the man should be a leader, and it don't seem like he got his leadership skills together. So, is that something that he should do?
Asset to a woman other than my ability to protect her, maybe have good sex with her, be affectionate.
What? You can't be worrying about no cooking on none cool. You feel me? You got some other things on your mind, bro. Like, you need to level that out the way. No woman gonna date him if he's broke, can't afford Applebee's. Shit. That said, I think he should focus on himself. Oh, she said, that's sad. I think he should focus on himself. Hey, you ain't wrong though. You feel me? Like, at some point, like, getting coochie is like a reward, right? Like, you gotta earn it basically. And currently in this situation, he should be focusing on trying to earn, some money.
A good listener. I'm not of any value. I feel like I am even a good asset to a woman other than my ability to protect her, maybe have good sex with her, be affectionate, be a good listener. I'm not of any value to a woman in a relationship. So I don't even think about dating. It's not even.
Yeah, bro's in a bad predicament because it's like he should focus on the resume. Yeah, man. Like, it just sounds like his whole self-confidence is shot. And the reason why his self-confidence is shot, partially he's worried about what other people are doing. It's okay to kind of measure, like, all right, well, if people are doing this at this age, I should be kind of in the same ranking. Even though people's life is different, so it's just like he got a lot against him. So yeah, dating shouldn't be on the list right now because honestly, it's like you got other problems you need to focus on, big dog, for real.
My mind in that way, it's not possible as of right now. It's not in my reality until I get myself in a better financial place, which will help me get into a better mental place. Then I can think about dating, and I know how to do it. I know how to go out and find a girlfriend today if I wanted to.
The homie said, I used to feel that way, but I learned life is a bitch. It's always going to be a bitch. And there's nothing you can do about it. You just got to keep going, making it happen because nobody's going to do it for you. Hey, that's some real that man. That's what I'm saying. It's like you understand what it is, bro. Like that's some real talk, and especially for him to be in this situation, the more that you throw this pity party about yourself, it's not gonna get any better. If anything, people gonna look at you funny, like, man, look at this grown ass, and especially for a man, a female could be the same age and she say all that shit about how she got to get her stuff together and woe is me. It's gonna be some dude coming along like, oh, don't worry about it, I got you. Especially if she got a big old BBL. You feel me? Clock that T, sis. But nah, on some real stuff, like dudes always come to the aid of a lot of females. I'm not saying all, but a lot. And I think that's why certain females know like the value of staying pretty because there's always going to be some guy that's going to be like, oh, well, let me try to help. For dudes, we don't have that. You know, it's basically either put up or shut up. And the older you get, the less sympathetic that they feel for you. Like they start looking at you and like, and look at this incomplete. This motherfucker don't know how to do it, don't know how to do that. So, for this guy, like he definitely got to get his stuff together, man. Because the longer you sit around and have this pity party about yourself, it's going to just do you a disservice, and you're going to have a lot of ground to try to catch up and make up for.
There's just no point. And I think with the way that it's going in the West, I can't speak for the whole world. I don't want to date exclusively right now. Even if I did have the money, I would have more time to go find that situation. But
And especially dating a sister, no. Man, she'll tell you about yourself 3 times from Sunday. She'll let you know how she feel about like, nigga, get your broke ass up out of here. Like you'll never hear the end of it. And let me drop the disclaimer. I'm not saying all sisters, but no, man, honestly, on some real stuff, like she'll tell you about yourself. Hopefully that'll help motivate you, get your ass up type stuff or whatever. But yeah, it's gonna be a few and you know what, to be honest, there are gonna be a few women out there that understand or sympathize with your situation and try to be a support system. But for this dude right now, it seemed like he really need a like I think a woman would actually support a guy that he may not be where he's at, but he have a clear vision. And right now, this guy that we're listening to, it don't seem like he have a clear vision. And that's the problem, you know. So hope things get better for him.
No, dating is not even on my radar. Bringing a woman into my life right now would be actively harmful to her existence. So I don't want to do that. One of my pillars, one of my codes of ethics is that I don't want to do harm to other people who don't deserve it. I don't want to bring anybody into my mess. And I've had
At least he's real about it.
a couple heartbreaks that really woke me up to the nature, what I think is the nature of women. And I'm just not willing to invest the amount of time and effort and
You heard that? Let me rewind that. He said a couple of heartbreaks opened his mind up to the nature of women. What can that be?
really woke me up to the nature, what I think is the nature of women. And I'm just not willing to the people who don't deserve it. I don't want to bring anybody into my mess. I've had a couple heartbreaks that really woke me up to the nature, what I think is the nature of women. And I'm just not willing to invest the amount of time and effort and essence of myself into these situations that ultimately end the same way. I'm not willing to gamble on my peace anymore. The little piece that I do have, I'm not willing to gamble it. I don't really have friends. A couple guys that I know from gyms, we talk here and there. There's one guy I call a friend. He's like a brother. I don't really have friends. A lot of the people that I was friendly with, a lot of them stayed around from high school, but you get to a point where you look at these relationships and you're like, would I be friends with this person if I met him today? Based on what he believes, based on what he supports, based on how he acts, the dynamics of our relationship. Like, would I want to be friends with this person? And most times the answer is no. I would not actively try to be friends with these people. And I realized that a lot of, if not all of those friendships were set up in a way where I gave a lot. I gave a lot of the time, life-changing from me. And I didn't ask for that in return, because it's very hard for somebody to give me that kind of thing, because I do a lot for myself when it comes to.
Damn, man, it seemed like this guy's in a conundrum where he's at this like this pivotal moment in his life to where he really need to get it together. But when you so far behind like this, it's like shit, where do you start? Like that's some real stuff, man. Wait, hold up 1 second, man. This is just crazy. What the hell is happening? Wait. Don't y'all leave, man. That's not funny at all. But bro said he in a funk of all funks. Yeah, bro, in some real functified type of shit right now, bro. Hey man, I appreciate everybody that's on Twitter or AKA X. I appreciate everybody that reposted this video. Hit that heart. Please hit that heart. All you gotta do it is one time. And all you gotta do is just hit that repost button just one time. It'll really mean the world to me. We're breaking down this dude's existence right now. And it would be dope if y'all chimed in and let me know what y'all thought about this too. Know what I'm saying? Y'all don't have to be in the bushes the whole time and not talk. Damn, the video started over. Oh, hell no.
Okay, why did nobody teach me that when you get a credit card, you're actually not supposed to spend the entire balance? When I got a card,
Duh.
Give me that kind of thing, because I do a lot for myself when it comes to insight and advice. I'm open to hearing stuff, right? I'm always open to being wrong, but I gave a lot to people without asking for that in return. I was not given appreciate.
Bro said I came to the conclusion he is a buster. Man, shut your mouth, man. He a buster? Dang, that's gunshots. Gunshots. Where are my headphones at? You hear that? Gunshots from the soundboard, man. Jesus. A buster? Damn.
For what I gave. So I just started to feel like it was an imbalanced equation, and I didn't want to be part of that. As time goes on, I don't want to be a part of something that's not pouring into me, because you've heard how this video started out. I cannot afford that. If anything, the energy that I'm pouring into these friendships, I need to cut that off and pour it into myself so I can keep myself here. You know what I mean? And so I just remove myself from these people's lives. It's not really a beef. I don't engage. And if any of them were to watch this video and try to reach out at
Damn. Homie going strong. No excuse for being a coochie. You have to make ish happen. It doesn't happen out of thin air. Hey man, like man, what you been drinking tonight, man? You speaking nothing but facts, homie. That's some real stuff though, man. Like it ain't gonna just pop up out of thin air. You gotta do something. Like you gotta make something happen, brother. You feel me? Like something gotta happen, homie. Oh snap. Then you gotta wait. Wait, what? You have to go to work at 4 p.m., bro? I mean 4 a.m. Yeah, I'm about to get up off of here, man. And I appreciate you pulling up though, man. Like shit.
they saw this. There's no point in me talking to you now, because it took this video for you to say something, and that's not genuine to me. I'm trying to think about what makes me happy. I try to think about what makes me happy because I'm noticing as time goes on, the majority of what fills my mind is unhappy thoughts. They are unhappy thoughts. I'm fixating on the shame and the guilt and the shame and the things that I've done wrong. And I'm fixating on the gap between where I am and where I want to be in every aspect. In every aspect, I'm fixating on that gap. So
Damn.
I try very hard to think about what makes you happy. What makes you happy? Why are you still here? Why are you still here? What makes you happy? And what used to make you happy? Animals. Anything animal related makes me happy. I used to want to be a zoologist, herpetologist. Shout out to the real Tarzan. He literally lives the life I thought I was going to live when I was a kid. Animals.
One thing I noticed about this dude video, something got to be going on with this algorithm because he has 1,000 likes. 1,000 likes should be enough to push you in an algorithm, you know, to where you get more views and visibility. But damn, man.
Makes me happy. Pets. But then that also creates unhappiness because I'm in my head about, well, I can't have the dog that I want in this place that I live in. It's an ugly association, ugly cycle of associations. Animals make me happy.
Like, honestly, on some real stuff, I feel for this dude, man. I hope he get everything together, but this is exactly what I don't want. And this is exactly why I try to plan out what exactly I see myself doing in the future, late future, near future. And this is something that kind of motivates me to be examining what I have going on and to be like, all right, that's cool, but you need to do more. You need to go harder. You know, I'm not no psycho to where, you know, just like I gotta win at no matter what happens. I don't care who I step on, but I need to win. But at the same time, I do evaluate what I got going on, and I'm always trying to evolve and better myself because I know I'm not in the destination of where I want to be. But if I keep pushing myself, eventually, as they say, if you shoot for the stars, you might land on a cloud. So don't set unrealistic expectations, but always try to put your best foot forward because you never know what's going to happen from that. That's all you can do, bro. You have to be a dog about it. Yeah, you got to be a dog, bro. I don't care if you're a Chihuahua, fucking pit bull. You got to show those teeth, man, and do what you got to do because life isn't going to happen for you. And that's personally why I don't agree with a lot of stuff that goes on in my culture and everything. Because, yes, we've had a lot of setbacks and other people done stuff to us. But one of the major things that's bad about us, we kind of do a lot of things to each other that sets us back. And that mentality of blaming others when we go around treating each other like shit, go around just having low morals about certain things, that make other people look at us as a community in a certain way. You know, so I'll just try to be real about everything. So, but some people just want to hear one side of the story and make up excuses for why they can't do certain things, and they don't even make attempts to try. Yeah, big facts, yeah, for sure. Like for real, for real.
Sometimes TV shows will make me happy. Sometimes they piss me off too because they just let me down. Movies, TV shows, they can make me happy. Temporary reprieve from the depression. The gym makes me happy. Squatted 635 pounds. Those moments when I hit PRs are the PR moments are probably the most.
What's a PR? Personal record?
Happiness I've experienced, and I don't even know how long. I want to say the last 10 years, if not more. Hitting a PR has been the most excitement I've experienced, and then rewatching that video and then watching myself celebrate and then just like trying to feel that. I was happy when I went to Japan. I was happy when I went to Thailand for the most part. I was happy Yeah, it was really Thailand and Japan. Germany, it was okay. Sweden, wouldn't go back. Philippines, definitely not going back. But I was happy when I was in Japan and Thailand, and there was something to the energy of the.
I just not thought about it. You talking about Thailand? Yeah. Talk about culture wise, yeah. The women in Thailand, they say that they be treating the black men out there like gods and stuff. So I can see why you say that. And possibly in Japan too, the culture is a little bit different. Life like a box of chocolates, man.
Was people that brought that back out of me.
Yeah, that's real talk though, man.
Happy sometimes when I stream on Twitch. Not all the time. Sometimes the interaction with people. Other than that, I'm not really happy. I'm not. Being a person who doesn't have a lot of money right now, I get happy if I make money. If I were to there's a microphone somewhere in here there's a microphone somewhere that I have to sell. I have it on Facebook Marketplace for $200. So when I sell that, I'm gonna feel happy that I have the $200. You know what I mean? So I do get little shots of happiness when I make money. But I don't really have.
I really want to go through the comment section and see what they gotta say.
A lot of things that bring me happiness anymore. I've come to the conclusion that the primary cause of my unhappiness is lack of money. I've lost people, I've lost friends, family, that kind of thing is never going to change. Money doesn't fix that, but the majority of what I go through is caused by a lack of money, which isn't the root. The root is whatever I deal with that always brings me back here. That's what I'm trying to tackle. If you were to give me $10 million, well, now if you were to give me that, I would know what to do with it. But I think the version of me that didn't have the self-awareness, you could have given him $1 million and he would have probably lost it. But money is the biggest cause of my problems. And that's why the title of the video should say something about making $1 million in a year. That's why I want to give myself this crazy goal, and I don't know that I can accomplish it. I don't know that I can come close. I know it's possible. I know in the grand scheme of things in the universe, it is literally possible. I know it can happen. I don't know if I'm going to be able to achieve it. But where do I go from here? I do want to be around, right? I don't want to remove myself from the world most days. Bro, you've been on your phone all day. What are you even doing?
Yeah, this video is almost over, and yeah, this dude done drained me. Pause, no Diddy, but woo, Lord, pity party for one, like Jesus.
I'm not gonna exist as a person who
Man, this dude is something else. He is, man. And you know, like I keep saying, I feel sorry for him because something had to happen to him to get to this type of mindset. Like, I don't think people are born with this type of mindset. He lost a lot of money, has some bad relationships. So he's what's the culmination of like bad decisions. I don't want to say bad luck, but just getting with the wrong people.
cannot realize his potential financially. That's a game that I do not want to play. My goal for 2027 is to become a millionaire. I don't know how. I do not know how.
That's the problem. That's the fucking problem. And I don't mean to get on him like that, but that's the fucking problem. You don't know how you're gonna get to be a millionaire? Like, that's the type of shit hoes say. Like, you think Jay-Z became a billionaire by saying it's gonna happen? I don't know. No, you have to fucking. That's the type of shit that you lose endless nights of sleep about perfecting whatever craft it is. That's the type of shit that make you fucking go bald because you fucking pulling your hair out. You stressing about, all right, well, if I start this, and then I'll do that, then I'm gonna do this, and then this. You have an A through fucking Z plan. You have a fucking fail-proof formula to where I don't know exactly how much money this is going to generate, but I'm about to generate the money by doing this, and this is going to get this. The reaction will be this, and by the X amount of time, I will be here. I don't know how it's going to happen. Like, what the fuck? Like, come on, bro. Start with 100,000, man. At least, like, dude. Yeah, you can't just say you're gonna be a millionaire shit out of your yeah. Like, I'm telling you, like them people like Jay-Z, people like Versace, people, these people that have long-term money, generational wealth, it was well thought out. Like those people that's there, they're not there by mistake. And this dude thinks that just shit literally happens. When people say that shit happens, it happens in a way that you don't want it to happen. Not just, well, I became successful and I got $1 million, shit happens. No, not like that. Like this dude, like I feel for him, but at the same time, he's making it more and more easier not to sympathize with whatever he has going on.
I have vague ideas of how to make that with what I have, which is not a lot. I know that I'm good at a lot of different things. I know I'm really good at certain things, and I know I'm worthy of being a millionaire. I know people with far less than I have when it comes to intelligence, competence, confidence.
Bingo. Unless you hit the damn lottery. Like this dude has 500,000 subscribers and he can't even come up with a way using that platform. Like, come on, man.
Articulation skills, whatever, you name it. I know plenty of people with a lot less than what I have who make a lot more than I have. I know I can make millions. I just don't know how to do that. So I'm thinking that if I put something on the line, it'll force me to try to do my best. I think I'm going to delete the channel. I think I'm going to remove myself from social media. And
this dude said, I think I'm going to delete the channel. People that like with 30,000 subscribers, I'm pretty sure I could sell my channel for a couple of $1,000s. Depending on whoever it is, I'll probably give my channel $5,000, $10,000, $15,000. You got 500,000 subscribers and you talking about just deleting it? I'm literally, swear to God, if I can find this dude X, or if I can find this dude Instagram or something, I'm gonna message him. I'm not gonna get all on him, but I'm gonna have to hit him up and ask him what's going on, because something is not clicking.
Never be online again. If I cannot become a millionaire in 2027, and who knows, I might even add to those things. I'm not sure, but I feel like I can't live another year. I feel like I cannot live another year the way that I've lived the last 5 or 6 or 7 or 10. I feel like I cannot go on the way that I've been going on. So this is what I believe I need to do. I believe I have to post on this channel, whether it gets 100 views or 1,000 or 100,000. I need to post on the channel. That's a non-negotiable. I'm not sure exactly what kind of content I'm going to post, but I need to post on the channel. I have a lot of fun on Twitch. I've seen the potential on Twitch. I would love to get the IRL set up. I had one before, but I want to get the one with the backpack and be able to do it right so that I can go out and travel and talk to people and just go be the version of Alan that I think you guys came to subscribe for. And do a lot of that stuff and just give you guys good content, give you guys a good time. With that would come sponsorships, would come brand deals, and the move within the investments, it would probably be cryptocurrency, except we're not going to be trying to do the whole Mike Tyson punch thing this time around. It would be real estate. It would be, honestly, I don't know what else it would be, which is why I'm posting this, because hopefully some of you guys in the comments can help me, but I need to know which financial moves I should make versus which ones I should avoid. But definitely the plan is content into sponsorships and brand deals, and I guess the ad revenue, maybe the subscriptions from Twitter.
What'd you say? That's another thing. Nobody's going to sponsor and back somebody that is not motivated Man, you speaking on some real stuff, man, because at the end of the day, I remember that's this old movie, Angels in the Outfield. If you build it, they will come. It wasn't no, oh man, I'm trying to build it and things ain't going right. Like, no, like at the end of the day, you have to give somebody a vision to see also. It would be nice if people came along, hey, you know what? Look like you'll be a good artist. Uh hot dog scene suck. Oh man. I'm trying to think what happened during that. I'm gonna have to think about that or see it later. But yeah, man. It would be nice if somebody say, "Hey, you know what? Look like you're a good painter, or you look like you this, and that. Hey, let me get you employed somewhere." It don't work like that, man. You got to put your best foot forward to show people what skills you actually have, so they can give you an opportunity. But I swear, I'm gonna hit this dude up. I see he got a Twitch. I don't be on Twitch like that, but I'm gonna have to subscribe to him and flag him down to get a conversation with him because, bro, like this dude have a lot of potential with this channel. I don't know and that's my problem. I be seeing people in messed up situations or whatever, and I try to, hey man, so you can do this, you can do, like man, it's about time for me to say that energy for myself. But I'm not gonna go very in depth with this person, but I'm gonna reach out to him and see like pick dude brain, man. Like that's wild.
Into investments, possibly reaching out for big investors to sponsor the channel, or I don't even know. I don't know. You don't know what you don't know. Probably do some gig work here and there just to get some quick cash. Thank you for anybody who stayed and watched this video, this long video. I do stream on Twitch. We get about 10 to 12 live viewers in there from time to time. You mess with me, or you want to come talk or talk about anything or open up. This what you saw today. I don't think I've ever been this honest about things, but I'm normally very honest and open in the Twitch streams. Would love to have you there. Twitch.tv/Alan Sinclair. It's tough, man, but I'm not giving up just yet. You guys are loved and appreciated. If nobody told you, feel free to comment whatever you want in the comments. Call me a loser, call me a lame, do whatever you want.
Damn, it sounds like this dude mentally just giving up, man. Yeah, this dude name is Alan Sinclair. If any of y'all can find any of his sites other than Twitch, like his X or Instagram or something, comment it on the video. Like hit me up in a DM or something, man. And for those that's watching on X right now, please heart this video. Please repost this video. If you haven't done so, follow me so y'all can catch more live streams. What you say, bro? He don't want to talk to me. Haha. I spit harsh reality at him. Like, like honestly, on some real stuff, like it depends on who the person is, and that's knowing how different people are, because certain people they need that, hey, get your ass up, do this right now. It ain't no or else now. And then you got some people to where you gotta like kind of come at them a little bit softer to where they understand that you care about the situation, but you're letting them know that this is dire situation that needs to be done. So it really depends on the type of characteristic, but you can figure that out by a brief conversation to where if you have to turn it up on them or just be at a slow, steady pace. But yeah, man, I'm not gonna hold up y'all time all day. We did another reaction, y'all. I'm saying I did a short video on my main channel talking about snitches. We talk about snitches on my main channel. It's a short video. Check that out. It's at Klasic Music on YouTube. And then I did 2 lives. I did a Blueface live with his girlfriend or ex-girlfriend, whatever it is. And then now we talked about, being 35 and a broke loser. So, I found him. I kind of feel a little bad now. For some of the jokes. Hey, why you feel bad? What you seen a thumbnail of like him looking sad and stuff? And if you saw him, it's like, what do you think he look? Do he look like how he sound to you? It is pretty wild, man. It's like with all that stuff going on, yeah, yeah. What fool? And sure, he looks sad as. Yeah, man. Okay, I think you probably found the right person, but yeah, that's what I'm saying. It look like he looked defeated, bro. Like, and that's what I'm saying. It's like I think he's in a state of depression, but some of this depression possibly came from just the bad decisions, getting around the wrong people and stuff. And that's what I said in the video earlier. It looked like he was about to cry. So it's like as men, we really don't have a lot of people that we can cry and vent to and express our emotions like that. And one thing I can say, I do commend him for being transparent and being honest about his situation. At the end of the day, it's like a cry for help. Because even though he said in the video, oh, I think he was talking about a female though, but he was saying like now that he made the video, he don't want to, get the help that somebody would try to reach out and give because it's not genuine. It's like you talking to a female and say, man, you never cook breakfast for me and all this other stuff, and then they try to make an effort to do it. It's like, that's cool and everything, but I wish you would have been able to do that without me even speaking on it, type stuff. But you should be happy that the person actually listened and try to do something. So, it's just like it depends on the person. And it just sucks that this dude's in this situation. Uh Hopefully he can get up out of there because I know he's not the only person that's dealing with this, like in their mid 30s or late 30s or whatever. Life life be life in at times, and we really need to surround ourselves around people that actually care and can actually offer the proper advice to help us overcome whatever obstacle that we're facing. Because everybody, everybody in life, they don't have the same obstacles. Their course is different, and it takes for people to understand who you are to actually help properly. So it was a dope reaction. I appreciate every last one of y'all big-headed motherfuckers, especially on X, on Twitch, and on YouTube. If y'all haven't done so, hit that like, heart the post, heart the video, repost this video, and follow, subscribe, do all that nice stuff so I can see y'all big-headed ass again. You feel me? So on that note, let me read one more message. It says, we have all struggled at one point. It's just if you have the willpower to pull yourself out. Yes. As they say, it's not about how you fall, it's how you get up or how you continue to get up. And I pray to God that everybody that's seeing this, through all the obstacles and turbulence that happened in their life, I pray and I hope that everything pan out the way that it should be. And I hope that I hope that God have favor with you. So, I appreciate each and every one of y'all. I'm about to dip on out and shoot, man. I'll see y'all later. Peace.